So, good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Bhupendra Prajapati. I'm presenting my PG students' work, partial work. Research work is on self microemulsifying system based topical lipstick of antifungal agents. The major aim and objective of our research work was to prepare a lipstick using ketoconazole. Ketoconazole is a synthetic antifungal drug which has a low solubility and having a high permeability. It is a BCS class 2 drug. Lipstick of ketoconazole can be used for beautification of lips as well as for curing lip with the fungal infections, which is more prone towards the Western countries. Preparation of SCDDS, self-emulsifying drug delivery of ketoconazole, using appropriate selected oils, surfactants, and co-surfactant that can improve the viability by improving the permeability through the skin. This preparation can transform into the medicinal lipsticks by using the suitable excipients for better efficacy as well as the prolonged duration of action. So, talking about the drug ketoconazole, it's widely used antifungal agent for skin infections. It is used in actinic cheilitis, then seborrhea dermatitis, typical lip cheilitis, and herpes labialis. Even it is used in the candidiasis as well as the tinea corporis. It is the first choice of drug for such infections. The rationale behind preparing this formulation is it will give the topical benefit, ease of application to the patient, enhance the viability, lower the side effect, if any, easy manufacturing as lipstick processes are well known from the ancient years, easy to carry along with purse, in the purse for beautification and care. If we convert this lipstick to lipstick, it can be used in a male also. So both no having a gender bias also in that part. Talking about the formulation criteria, self-emulsifying drug delivery system are defined as the isotropic mixture that is more stable than compared to the simple emulsions of oil, surfactant, and co-surfactant along with the co-solvents if required for solubilization. For preparation, we use the oil and S mix, which we typically called as a combo of surfactant and co-surfactant. Initially, we mix the S mix along with the oil, even with providing low energy by simply stirring. It can be mixed together and provide us a good, stable self-nano-emulsifying drug delivery formulation, where as it is widely used in oral, but here we are proposing it for the topical purpose. So, general approach is for formulating our formulation is first screening for solubility of drug into the appropriate oil, solvent, co-surfactant. Then studying the drug excipient compatibility study for long-term stability. Thirdly, preparation of series of SCDDS and identify most stable SCDDS preparation having a low surfactant ratio and having a good particle size in nano range. Step 4 is optimization of the formulation on the basis of self-emulsification property, viscosity, and percentage transmissions, droplet, particle size, globule size, stability studies, as well as the percentage. And lastly, it has been characterized for transformation into the lipstick by using some of the excipients like wax. Okay, for solubility study, we have used 6 different oil. Initial screening using castor oil, olive oil, oleic acid, IPM, sesame oil, and soybean oil. Out of that, we found the highest solubility of around 8 milligram per ml with oleic acid. Then we screen the surfactants, Twin 20, Span 20, Twin 80, Span 80, and the cream for RH40. We got highest solubility of 7.02 milligram per ml in Twin 80. The next we did is identify a suitable co-surfactant. Ethanol PG, PEG 400, and methanol was screened over here. Out of that, PEG 400 shows the highest solubility of around 6 milligram per ml. So, oleic acid, Twin 80, and PEG 400 taken further for the pseudo ternary phase diagram with a different ratio that has been 1 to 0.5, 1 to 1, and 1 to 1.5. The different preparation shows a broader area that has been showing a stable preparation of the self emulsifying system, where highest area as using the ternary phase diagram, what we found is using the twin 80 and PEG 400 ratio of 1 to 1. The composition has shown even parity without a significant haziness, because we have moved on to the IPM as a one of the solvent system. This is the composition of the final formulation of acidities, which we have prepared using ketoconazole, IPM, twin 80, and PEG 400. The preparation which we have prepared is further taken for preparing a good combination and evaluating for the particle size and other parameters. The brief preparation, as indicates, we mix the surfactant, co-surfactant along with drug and oil, stir it for around 20-30 minutes at 40 degrees centigrade at 900 RPM. And then we allow it to settle down, get a clear solution. Yellowish clear solution was there. The prepared acidities is stable. Time of emulsification is only 57 seconds. Viscosity is around 2.93 CPS. So good flow property is there. The transmissioncy, percentage transmissioncy was found at around 94%. So it's highly transparent. And evaluating for particle size, globule size, and polydispersity along with zeta potential, it shows around 175 nanometer particle size. Polydispersity is on around 0.1, and zeta is minus 23 because of presence of anionic surfactant. This preparation formulation was taken for preparation of lipstick, which we have prepared by using the different excipients. So selection of excipients are based on the primary preliminary study for drug excipient. There has been for beeswax, carnauba and ketoconazole. So combination of them, which we found that all the excipients are stable, and confirmation was got from the FTIR as well as from the DSC thermogram. Then for using this combination of these three independent excipients, we use the factorial design. So by using experimental design, that has been we use beeswax as a first factor, carnauba wax as a second factor, and cow ghee as a third factor, with using low, medium, and high concentration of 0.8 to 0.5 for different purpose, and high with 1.5 to 1%. These are the result table of all the combinations which we have prepared. So it has been 15 preparations are there as per the design. The preparations were formulated using available lab molds for lipstick. For preparation, we use castor oil and cow ghee that has been melted, and then addition of acidities using ketoconazole was done. Under cooling phase, we separately prepared the lanolin, carnauba wax, and beeswax, and then mixed together them, use and added the BH as a one of the preservative for stabilization. Stir until the smooth emulsions form. These emulsions are poured into the mold, apply with the lubricant in mold, fill with the mold, cool down, and then we remove it and pack it into the lipstick container. All the lipsticks are found a good shape, smoothness, and having a good applicability at the room temperature and body temperature. That also supported by the data of melting point, breaking point, spreadability, surface anomaly, as well as the drug content. So these are the different rates are there. For spreadability, we use letters G, M, and P as good, moderate, and poor spreadability, where we found that few preparations are there which has been showing a good spreadability, and even the response which has been there for based on the box level which has been Y1 and Y2, which has been found to be satisfactory mostly in all preparations. Some of the exceptional batches are there, which has been taken up further for optimization. The other control plots are there, and the response surface plot are there, which has been showing that the preparation F11 is most stable and chosen for the stability testing for due to relative high melting point as well as the good spreadability, no surface anomaly as well as high softness that can be easily applied and give us a good smooth formation of the layer onto the lip. The release property which shows that it can release the drug up to 12 hours. So that can sustain a drug. If you apply in a night time, bedtime, it will release the drug up to morning. In morning, if somebody is applying, it can remain up to the evening. So twice a day, that may be sufficient to treat the even a tedious, long-lasting antifungal infections. The data of in vitro permeation, which has been shown, where we have compared the formulation, prepared formulation of lipstick, the available cream. Though it shows a compatible data, but cream are difficult to apply. They cannot be wear outside. You cannot apply and go outside. It shows a mark on a lip. It doesn't look good, aesthetic. So lipstick are much better compared to them. You can color them also. Attractive bright colors can be used. On going on to the antifungal activity also, it shows almost competitive antifungal action on zone of inhibition. So the research work concludes that the preparation and selection of excipient is more important once it has been found stable and compatible. The prepared lipstick can be used for treatment of the any of the fungal infections. Even if we convert it to the chopstick, it can be used for any of the skin fungal infections, which is even difficult to where the difficulty of applying the formulations are there. So thank you all for patient listening.